I'm Cody Benjamin with CBS Sports, recapping the Vikings win over the Packers. Now, the score was 27-25 on Sunday, the Vikings beating the Packers, but honestly, that score not representative of how well Minnesota performed. It was a little uglier than it needed to be at the close. Jordan Love with a couple of fourth-quarter touchdown drives for the Packers. But this, witnessing this firsthand at US Bank Stadium on Sunday, it wasn't really remotely competitive for much of the game. For about 3 quarters, Minnesota dominated this game. They looked like the team that belonged ahead in the NFC North standings, which they are. Now 14-2, they're 1 win away from tying the franchise record for wins in a season. That was 15 that the Vikings had back in 1998. I think it's, we are definitely at a position now where we need to stop ignoring or downplaying the Vikings. They've had some tight games this year, but compared to 2022, this is a defense that isn't a pushover. It's an opportunistic unit, and they step up when they need to. More than that, at quarterback, Sam Darnold, we've talked all year about him being not just a journeyman, but a top 10 caliber quarterback. I mean, he's playing himself into, it might be a far-fetched conversation, but he's playing himself into the conversation of MVP this year. Justin Jefferson sees it, Jordan Addison sees it, they all see it. And it was on display against Green Bay in a big, pivotal NFC North matchup going into Week 18 against the Lions with a chance to steal the number 1 seed. It's time that we stop downplaying or ignoring the Vikings as a Super Bowl contender. It might sound crazy, but with Darnold playing at this level, they are a complete operation, from coaching, from Kevin O'Connell's leadership to Sam Darnold's poise under center. I haven't seen him, besides maybe 1 or 2 games in the 16 he's played this year, I haven't seen him falter after making a mistake. He threw an interception against the Packers. He bounced back, he kept his head high, and he kept looking downfield. He's done it consistently. I think moving into Week 18, it's safe to say the Vikings cannot be counted out. They certainly shouldn't be counted out by the other teams in the NFC playoff picture. This is a legitimate team, and we'll find out if they can steal that number 1 seed, if they can continue to play at US Bank Stadium throughout the playoffs. That would be key, because their last 3 games at home, they really haven't been that competitive. Routing the Falcons, routing the Bears, and for much of Sunday, routing the Packers.